my lovelies, so how are you? It is Monday, I'm just checking in with you guys. I've actually read quite a bit today. It's been a productive reading day. So I actually finished Peter Pan last night on a Sunday night. I actually finished it still in last week, so that's all good. It was okay. I gave it 3.5 stars. I put it down to 3 on Goodreads. It was written beautifully and is a very interesting way of storytelling, and I know it's set in the Victorian times, but just Wendy goes on this big adventure and all she does is like so close, and I just couldn't get over it, and I just couldn't get over like the way that Jane Barry kind of spoke about women. I know it probably wasn't meant with harm, and it was just like, it shows the times, but I just, yeah, couldn't cope with it. And I didn't find myself like desperate to pick it up, so I think that's why also it didn't get a higher mark. I think despite all of that, if I'd been like eager to pick it up, I think I would have given it a 4, but I really wasn't, so I kept it as it is. So I have read about 20 more pages of A Sorcery of Thorns, and I love it so much. It is such a good book. Like, a little twist has happened and I'm living for it. Well, not really a twist, but just like something surprising happened and I'm just like, yes. Like, the characterization of all these characters are like so good. I love Silas. Like, I love Silas so much. He's just like the best ever, and he's such a compelling and interesting character. So I also started to read A Curse So Dark and Lonely. I'm buddy reading this with Jade from JD Ray Reads, and yeah, I'm really excited. I haven't read much. I was at the hospital today visiting my grandpa, so I kind of just was like reading while everyone was chilling. I think I'm on like page 15, no, I'm not even there, like 10 pages in. Yeah, 11 pages in, but I'm really enjoying it. Like, the one thing, it's not a spoiler because I'm actually 10 pages in, but it seems to me that, because this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and for once the character is actually like a beast. Like, a lot of the times the character just looks like a beast, and they don't, and you know, they might roar and growl and they're a bit grumpy, but they're not like beastly in the sense of like being monsters. But I think that Prince Ren is. I think he's like, it alludes to him killing people when he's in this beastly state, which I think is really interesting and I'm really grateful for, because it's about time that these beasts actually act like beasts. Like, anyway, so I read some of that and I listened to a little bit more of Radio Silence, and guys, I'm having a really complicated relationship with it, because when it's on, it's so compelling, but when I'm like not listening to it, I just don't feel the need to like pick it up. I don't know if it's because it's just audiobook, and sometimes I do struggle with this with audiobook, especially if they're long ones, but I don't know, I'm a bit torn, because I really enjoy it when I'm listening to it, but otherwise I don't really find myself like picking it up. But who knows, maybe that'll change. I'm I think about 40% through now, so I need to plough through it more. And I also have a mini haul, so I picked up 2 books today. I really shouldn't have. So thanks to Cody on Twitter and YouTube, I saw this book featured in her video, and I saw it today, and it was like buy one get one half price. My mother bought her husband a book, and I was like, really want this book, and that is Other Words for Smoke, and this is by, a quick look, Sarah Maria Griffin, and I'm like living for this cover. And basically this is about witches in Ireland, which is all I need to know, and it features an owl, and I love owls. And it's not that big, it's about 250 pages I think, which is quite like, for me this is like ideal, and I'm very keen to read it and see what it's about. Yeah, see if I agree with what Cody said about the book, see if I differentiate my opinions, I don't know, we'll see. But the second book I got was a bargain. So this is the one thing I love about Tesco's. So this book was supposed to be like £14, as it says in the cover, but Tesco's was selling it for £5, guys, which I think is like $3 or $4. And that is Daisy Jones and the Six. Now, I wasn't really going to read this because I had like no huge intention of paying like near £15 for the book, but I saw it at £5 and I was like, okay. And since so many people have read it, I'm like, fine, I'll finally try it. I haven't read the book about Evelyn, the 7 husbands, is it? Of Evelyn Hugo, 7 something. Evelyn Hugo 7 something. I haven't read that book yet, and I haven't read anything else by 𝚑𝚘𝚗𝚘𝚗𝚝. So I'm very curious. I'm very curious to read this and see what it's about. I love music, and I like the fact that it's in interview form. I think that's really interesting, so we'll see. This will definitely be like a different kind of genre for me, and I really do need to start branching out. So yes. Very interested to read those two. I will probably try and fit them into May, because there's so many like readathons. I think the Pokemon readathon is happening, and also the Sailor Moon readathon is happening, so I'm gonna like revise my TBR and kind of like put these in there. I'm definitely going to put Other Words Were Spoken there, because I'm super keen to read that. So yeah, I'm just editing the vlog now. That will hopefully go up tonight. And yeah, it is Game of Thrones tonight, guys. I'm so excited. Me, my mother and my brother are having like a viewing party. Oh my god, in like half an hour. She wants us like to watch Thronecast before, watch the episode, watch Thronecast after. She's bought us all like jumpers to watch Game of Thrones with, and she bought us like a Game of Thrones mugs because she is so extra and I love it. Honestly, I'm living for it. So yeah, I think it's gonna like break my heart. I think the first episode is probably gonna like slam me in the face, because when does Game of Thrones not slam you in the face with all the feels? So I've also been appreciating all the Game of Thrones memes coming out about what was her name? Like the Queen of Lady of Thorns. What was her name? Like, can't think of her name. But when she was like, "Tell Cersei it was me." There are so many like cat memes, and I'm honestly just, I can't stop laughing at them. Like, I need to sort my sense of humour out, because I've become the person that loves cat memes. But anyway, I'm gonna, oh my god, just saying that, like, I don't even know if I'm a cat person, but maybe I am. I don't know. This is like my cat when I come to my nan's. Even though I bought her this mug for her birthday, it's like assigned to me, but whatever. I guess her brother bought it too. I should say that, because if he watches these, which he doesn't, because he won't, he'd be like, I pay for it too, you know. He did. But I chose it. So, you know. So today is Wednesday, I think. Yeah, today's Wednesday. So I thought I would just kind of like check in with you and update you on my week. It's been a week. Yeah, so far it's been a haze of a week, so I thought I would kind of like put some mascara on and kind of like sit down and actually like film like a part of this vlog that isn't just me in pajamas looking terrible. So yeah, my reading week is going pretty well. I've read a bit more of A Sorcery of Thorns. Loving it. I think I'm about halfway through now, and it's the best. I would have finished it, but I've started another book which I'm buddy reading, so this is kind of like on the back burner for the next 3 days, but you know, I really miss it though. I think I may read like a chapter tonight, because yeah, I'm missing it. I have like this much left. I just it's so good. Like, the characters are so great. I love Silas's character. Okay, no, I love them all. I love Elizabeth's, I love Nathaniel's, and I love Silas's, and I love, I think her name's Catriane. But yeah, it's just so good. Yeah, I don't want to say too much because I haven't finished it yet, but so far I'm really enjoying it, and it's definitely ticking all my boxes. And already I think this is probably one of my new favourite books of all time, which I know is putting a lot of pressure on this book to have a good ending, but as I stand, like, this is how I genuinely feel about this book. So the book that I've kind of like been cheating on this book with this week is A Curse So Dark and Lonely. So I started this on Monday and I'm halfway through already. I would have been way more into it, but I've kind of like been slacking today and haven't read that much. But I'm buddy reading this with Jade, and honestly, like, I think on top of readathons, buddy reads really help me get through books, because I'm a person that kind of like thrives on challenge, and I kind of like I need to prove myself. So yeah, kind of like reading it with someone is really good for me. So I'm really enjoying this book, and it's definitely picked up. I'm at page 211 and it's definitely picked up now, and I'm like speeding through it, and the dialogue is great, and I really like the balance between dialogue and narrative writing. Like, it's a very good balance, and I don't get bored of either. But there's one little problem I'm having with this book, and it's kind of been resolved this late in the book and explained a little bit, but at the beginning of the book there was a lot of this like, you know, like other girls just got distracted by dresses and, you know, you're like brave, and I don't know, I don't think that was the intention, because, you know, later it says, you know, you weren't the only girl who ran and blah 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 blah, but I kind of feel like the wording could have been better, you know, there was too much of this you're the special girl kind of vibes, because, I mean, yeah, out of like, I think there's like 300 girls, you can't tell me that like only 1 or 2 tried to run away and like no one raised a weapon to these guys. Like, I would like throw forks at their eyes, like honestly, and just like the whole like getting wowed by dresses, and like I would, like if I was in a fantastical place suddenly, like I'd be like, this is terrifying, but also this is kind of great, like look how pretty that dress is, wish I could try her on but I can't because I need to run for my life, you know, like I don't know, I feel like sometimes the female characters in these books can be, I would like to see that battle more, like, you know, everyone, like the thing is everyone wants this fantasy adventure, right? Everyone would love to be whisked away to a fairyland or whatnot, but if it actually happened to you, you'd kind of like shit yourself, right? So I would love to see more of the like the conflict of feelings, like, oh my god, this is like so cool, I'm in like a fairy castle, but also holy shit, I'm in a fairy castle, how do I get home? So that is the only thing so far this book is missing for me. Otherwise, I absolutely love Harper, I love Ryan, and I love Gray. Like, oh, just all the other like minor characters are really lovely as well, like Cole and Evelyn and Freya. So far, yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I think it's a 4 right now. It would have been a 5 if not for that little issue I have at the very beginning. But yeah, and also, okay, this is like me being really pedantic, but like at the very beginning, this isn't a spoiler because it happens like the first 10 pages in. The intended target is a very drunk, very like scandalously dressed girl, and she's got like long blonde hair, and I'm like, enough. And then you got like Harper who's got like dark, lustrous, like, and I'm like, okay, I'm so sick of like the whole blonde girls bimbo-y kind of trope. Like, I know in the scheme of things it's really a small problem, you know, represent like POC representation and sexuality representation and whatever is so much more important, but on the other hand it's still a stereotype that is damaging, because growing up I like, I'm quite curvy, so I grew up and like every time I saw blonde girls or girls who looked like me in the media, I was like, holy shit, they're like really like sexual, like am I supposed to be sexual? And like I tried to be over sexual as a teenager, and then I felt really stupid because girls in the media who like had blonde hair predicted as stupid, and like I had friends who were like, oh, you're such a dumb blonde, haha, like let me help you read, like you can't read, like let me, and it was all in jest, but I don't know, I kind of like sink it into my head that this is a thing. So whenever I see like a blonde girl in the book, and she's typically like a bitch, a cheerleader, like the dumb blonde, like ditzy, like bubbly, I'm just like, are we not over this yet? Like, are we not over this like 90s trope? Like, can we just be done with it? But anyway, as I said, really, in the scheme of things, it's such a tiny tiny problem, but it's just something that you know, and to be fair, I'm very lucky that this is the, you know, well, one of, I'm not gonna kind of go into like loads of other things like representations that may affect me, because there are some stuff I like to keep secret, but for the most part this is, you know, I'm very lucky that, you know, anyway, you know what I mean, like POC representation and sexuality representation, and you know, and like also mental health and disability representation is so much more important in the scheme of things. But I just thought I'd mention something that kind of just like bothers me a little bit. Anyway, moving on. Anyway, now that we're done with that, I also have some packages to open. So I did a poll on Twitter and asked if you guys wanted an actual video for it, or if you wanted me to put it on the vlog, and most of you said vlog, and I thought it'd be like a nice way to kind of like bulk up this vlog and kind of make it a little bit more interesting for you guys. So that's what I'm gonna do. So they're both from Bookishly, which is a subscription I had for Christmas from my partner Chad. And the first one is actually, I think, things that were missing from the March box, because when I posted the video on YouTube, Bookishly commented and said that something was left out and that they would send it to me. So I'm pretty sure that's what this is. So let's find out. They mentioned something to do with Alice in Wonderland, like a bookmark, so I'm actually very, very excited because I love Alice in Wonderland. And I love bookmarks. Like, I think I want to, like, I've slowly started to collect bookmarks. I need to find like a cute little box to keep them all in, but let's have a look, shall we? Oh, okay. Ooh. Oh, cool. Okay. So I have like a little note and it says, "Hey Naomi, sorry to hear your bookmark was missing from the Alice parcel. It's so pretty, we thought you must have it. Plus a little extra. Enjoy. Love, Team Bookishly." This is so cute. So I really love Bookishly's things, and oh my gosh, okay. So this is so lovely. Okay, I'm just going to insert a picture of this here because you can't really see it held up. So Bookishly always have like their little logo against a colourful design, and I love that so much. And this one says, the quote on this one is, "Begin at the beginning," said the king very gravely, "and go on till you come to the end. Then stop." Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. I love that, and I love blue. Blue is one of my favourite colours, so I'm definitely excited for this one. And oh, this is also another lovely one. So I get 2 bookmarks. This one just says, "Just one more chapter." And I love this one so much. And the extra little thing I got is, oh my gosh, okay, so I'm really excited for this. I'm gonna like this is one of the things that you want to use, but you're also like, I never want to use it because it's just so amazing. And this is book notes, and it has a space for title and author, plot notes, character notes, thoughts, and notable quotes. And I'm gonna start using this. I might do this for all, like, maybe I'll go back through all my books and do this for all of 2019 books because I'm loving this. This is definitely something I would use and reorder if it actually works for me, and I'm really loving this. I'm actually tempted now to go buy like a book journal just so I can stick these in. Is that, you know, is that too lame? Like, I don't know. But okay, so that was such a lovely sweet little thing, and that's so thoughtful. Thank you so much, Bookishly, if you do watch this. I'm so grateful that you sent these to me. I'm definitely going to use them, and yeah, thank you so much. And now for the April box. Satisfaction. Okay, so this is April's in a lovely green today. Okay, so there's another tea. Yay! Kuchipudi masala chai tea. Ingredients: black tea, ginger, coriander, cardamom, cinnamon, clove, black pepper. Cinnamon, I'm hooked. So I'm really excited with this one. I love this. So this is part of their little Discover Teas from Around the World section, and yeah, I'm really excited. I'm going to add this to my little tea collection over here. Ooh, and next we have some stickers. This is new. I love these. Ooh, these are lovely. They are Indian themed, and I'm kind of wondering if this is reminding me of Little Princess vibes for sure. So these are the stickers. They are so cute. And I love sending like snail mail, I guess you'd call it. I send letters to my friends when I can, so I'm definitely going to be like using some of these because they're so cute. I love the little notepad. I love notepads. This one says Bon Voyage. Oh, it's Around the World in 80 Days. That's the vibe, of course. Silly me. And there's a quote on it that says, "The world has grown smaller since a man can now go around it 10 times more quickly than 100 years ago." It's very true. Very, very true. And now for the book. I never know what books I'm going to get, because I did try to change my subscription so I would get more classics instead of like the old Penguin ones, but I don't know if that's actually gone through yet because it's every 3 months. My partner was late doing it. And I'm struggling to open this book. I'm honestly so useless at opening stuff. Like, if I'm not paying attention, I just can't. Okay, so no, this hasn't changed yet. Oh, there's another bookmark. All the bookmarks today. This is the bookmark. It's got a cute little elephant on it, and again the Bookishly in the back. And this one says, "The change which now seems lost may present itself at the last moment." And I love that. Although I will note that when this is the right way up, this is upside down. A bit confusing, but that's fine. Oh. The eucalyptus leaves can't chill. It smells nice though. Okay, so I'm actually like really digging this cover. What a mood is this? What mood? So, okay, it is called The Garrick Year by Margaret Drabble. Theatrical marriages. Glamorous, scandalous, bitchy, and brief. Or are they in fact just like anyone else's? Interesting. And yes, it has a nice library smell. Oh, I just saw someone's name called Don Franklin. What a power name. That's kind of like my update. Today has been it's been a not very good mental health day for me, so thank you Bookishly, because you've really cheered me up. Yeah, I'm so excited to use these bookmarks. I'm not using a proper bookmark right now wait, I think I'm using a Bookishly one for this actually. I am. So for a 𝚑𝚘𝚗'𝚝 of Thorns, I'm actually using one I got in March, which is this Bookishly one with a quote from Little Women that says, "Now and then things do happen in delightful storybook fashion, and what a comfort it is." And I really love this one, and since this is about books and storybooks, like, I had to choose this. Is it just me, or do you guys like match your bookmarks to the book you're reading? Because I always do that. Like if I'm reading like whenever I was reading The Cruel Prince, I have like a thought and like a blackberry, I think it's like called like a Hawthorne Fairy bookmark, or maybe it's like a blackberry one, but I can't remember. But it's like, yeah, I always use that one because it's like brown, it's got an old like depiction of a fairy on it with like flowers and thorns, and I have to use that for that one. And I don't have one for this one actually, so I think I will use the Alice in Wonderland one, which is perfect because it's all about like the landing somewhere unexpected. So yes, this is a perfect fit, and they're both blue. So Bookishly, you're psychic, you know these things. So I'm just going to slip that in there along with my tabs, and we're done. So yeah, today is not a very good mental health day, I must be honest. It's a bit of a struggle. I'm really missing my partner today. Yeah, I'm just done with long distance. It's been 2 years now, and I don't know, I've been good like for the last year and 6 months. Like the first 6 months was the worst, and then it got quite bad, but like honestly this is like getting the worst. Like it's the end, like it should be the easiest, and it was at the start, but I think now because it's coming like closer, it just feels drawn out. And you know, we're getting married in August, and then I moved to Canada, so it's quite overwhelming really, because after 2 years of being apart we get to be together again, and we're straight away getting married, and I'm leaving my family, and it's just a lot. It's a lot. I'm trying to organise this wedding. It's very stressful. I got to organise, it's like an international wedding basically, because Chad's family and friends are coming from Canada, so I have to kind of like make sure everyone's okay, which reminds me I have to do something for their accommodation. I will do that after I stop talking. So it's quite overwhelming, and it's kind of like dawned on me that I'm going to be moving away from home this time, probably like permanently. So I've always lived away from home since I was 19, I'm now 27, but I've always known that it was like just for a couple of years at a time, so I knew that I'd be like back at least for like a couple of months. So I don't know, I was never overly, I mean it was sad, but I was always like, I'm coming home. But now that I'm moving to Canada, that would be my home, and like I'm looking around my room and I'm not thinking like, what am I going to take? And then I just had like the other day like this vision of my room being really empty, and it's really made me sad. And I don't know, like it's a part of growing up, but just made me really sad, and I'm not going to cry about it because I've already done that before, like the other day, so I'm not going to do it again. But yeah, so I think everything's just a bit on top of me right now. But honestly, booktube has been wonderful for my mental health. Like it has given me something to work towards every day, and like the OWLs Readathon, like gee, thank you so much for setting the readathon up, because readathons are honestly like so good to my mental health, and I think that's something I want to talk about more on my channel. And to someone who enjoys a challenge, I definitely love readathons because I have like this set goal, and there's no procrastination really because it's a set goal and I don't want to lose. I hate losing. So yeah, so yeah, that's my little sob story update, I guess. Just my little mental health update. I like to be honest with you guys because I don't want to ever show my life as being like this beautiful, perfect, aesthetic thing, because it's not, and I think we need, it's like dust. And I think we need people to be more honest, because I think like that's why I've been taking a little bit of a break from Instagram. I think seeing everyone's lives be so perfect can be overwhelming. It's on some days when I need the motivation, I can look at it and be like, this is what I'm working towards. But other days I'm just like, my life looks so rubbish in comparison, or my life feels just so drab and colourless in comparison, and it's quite hard. So I think I want to always be honest on my channel and, you know, try and be cheerful, not like bring the tone down, but also just be like, yeah, not everything's perfect, and yeah. I love you guys, and I'm gonna go now because it's just like 22 minutes and I'm probably gonna have to like slash that bad boy down. But yeah, I'll catch up with you later. Bye. Check in with you because it is a Monday, and yeah, I wanted to just like end this vlog. I wanted to say that I finished 𝚑𝚘𝚗'𝚝 last night. I have so many thoughts about it. I really enjoyed the book. I gave it a 5, but I think it's more of 4.5 because there were some things that that kind of just didn't ring true, or that I think it were plot holes, just like little things that I think could have been tidied up. I think around the first 80 pages were not as good as the rest of the book, and I definitely noticed that, and I know my friend I'm reading it with also felt the same. But yeah, I really enjoyed buddy reading this with Jade. It was really nice to kind of like feedback as we're reading. And yeah, I think I will talk about this more in length in next week's vlog, because I want to kind of like, because me and Jade are going to Skype about it, and then I'd like to kind of like talk to you guys about my feelings after I've had like a good chat about it, because I love like talking about the books I've read with people, because I don't know, it gives me a more in-depth understanding of the book I've read, because I get to see it from somebody else's perspective, which is always really interesting for me. So yeah, it is now Monday. I've spent 3 hours in the car when I only should have taken 1, because it's bank holiday Monday and people are coming home. So yeah, I will catch up with you guys next week in the next vlog. Thanks for watching this week. Bye guys.